We are live, and we're here to, what is the word? Cooperate?
Celebrate.
Okay, we are here to celebrate because I can, if I have a word that's stuck in my brain, and if I look at Ruthie and ask her, she'll go. So anyway, she's no help to me, not in that department. Anyhow.
So it was May.
I got a little prisoner in my brain, and he hides words from me. He's a little vato.
So it was May the 27th. Oh, we've got somebody watching. Look at that. I don't know who it is. We got one live audience member so far.
So anyway, yes, it's been 1 year.
1 year today.
And we didn't plan anything because Richie's like,
well, let's together and plan.
And I'm like, no, you want to do it? I'm gonna push live, and here we go.
No,
so here we are. It's been 1 year ago since we started Big Belly Rebuilds on YouTube.
That's right. It was our.
And I wouldn't know that. Ruthie, she always keeps up with dates and everything.
So our very first video that we put was our very first video that lights.
Ruthie looks like a ghost.
That light's too bright. Stephen, that light is too bright. Take that light off my face. So it was May. It was May the 27th of last year. It was May the 27th of last year that we uploaded our very first video. And you don't have to yell. And it was about our truck, our Peterbilt, how we had sold.
Tone it down a little bit, please.
We had sold our Peterbilt.
You know, I had perfect hearing, and it was 1 year ago that I came home off the road. And after about 3 months, 90 days off the road, I had to go and get my hearing checked because I kept hearing this. And I was like, what in the world is that? And I went and got my ears checked, and they said, well, you have hearing loss. And the hearing tone that I lost is that tone right there. So, and I've always told Ruthie for the last 18 years, I said, tone it down, you're going to make me go deaf. And sure enough, I got hearing damage. Ruthie B can be heard yapping off the front porch all the way down to the church, which is about a mile away.
Yeah. Okay, so
look at her face.
It was 1 year ago today, on May the 27th of 2020, that we put our very first video up. We had sold the truck on May 8th, which happened to be Stephen's birthday. Our Peterbilt,
my birthday.
Stephen's mom's birthday. We had a paid-for truck.
Yeah, my mom's happy dancing in heaven now.
We had a paid-for truck and a paid-for trailer. They were all paid for, and it was on this day. Well, it was May 8th that we sold the truck, but we uploaded our very first video on this day last year. So we started our YouTube channel on May the 27th of last year. So that's what we're talking about, and we're commemorating. And why don't we talk about why? Why did we sell a perfectly paid for Peterbilt? Why did we do that?
Because this boy here has some issues. He's been diagnosed with jackass disease. I mean, what is it called?
Asperger's and ADHD.
Oh, there goes my ear again. But anyway,
I can't believe you said that on live.
Anyway, he's got what did I say? Jackass? What was it? Asperger's disease. Same thing. But anyway, so he attacked Ruthie B like once or twice, and so he ended up in a boys' home, and it's the second time or a third time,
like the third or fourth time.
Anyway, so they weren't going to let him come home, and so anyway, so I sold my rig. If y'all remember correctly, at the beginning of the epidemic, freight rates were down. And I've been driving for 28 years, so I was like, yeah, well, let's get out of this crap, man. I'm going to go home and try to piece the family back together. So I ended up selling a rig that I had paid for. I had about 200 grand wrapped up in it. Beautiful truck.
We sold the truck in May.
And I hated to see it go, man. I had a lot of labor, a lot of A lot of time invested in that truck. So, but anyway, I hate to see it go, but it left. And so that's when we created Big Belly Rebuilds, because we needed to have some kind of business and make an income. So, and that's when we created Big Belly Rebuilds and the YouTube channel. And man, what a trip it was. Eventually, we ended up having to buy another truck and get back on the road, because the building. See, originally I just wanted to buy, fix, and sell with the 4-wheelers, what do they call them, ATVs and all that stuff. I wanted to do that.
And side by sides, you were going to do
something. Yeah, and side by side. But I mean,
motorcycles.
I mean, if you want to get down to the real nuts and bolts of wanting to buy Peterbilts and redo them, because I was so accustomed to working on them. So, but at the time they had passed that law where they could double insurance on truck drivers, and I thought, well, that'd be stupid for me to buy a Peterbilt and even sell it. So I decided, well, maybe I could do those ATVs and side by sides.
And motorcycles.
So I signed up with Copart, and them things were outrageous, man. $24,000 and get one wrecked, and you try to bid on one, and I don't know who's buying these things, but they would take all the profit right out of it. There would be no profit left for me to even try to buy one, fix it, and sell it. So I was like, forget that mess. And so it led to me getting my hands on what was really available. And what was available was Harleys. And so I went after Harleys, and we applied for our business license, and we got that registered with the state. But at the same time, they told us, well, don't you know, in the state of Kentucky, you cannot buy and sell a vehicle for profit without a dealership license. I said, well, fine, give us one. Oh, no, well, it don't work like that. You got to fit all these criterias. You got to have a lot. And you got to have signage on that lot that can be seen from the road. It has to be commercial zone property. And it has to have an office on it, 100 square footage. And you have to have a bank account with $30,000 in 3 different accounts, or a bond equivalent to. And you have to have insurance. And you have to have $20,000 minimum in inventory. Wow. Well, okay, so that's what we went after. And we got everything except for the insurance, because right before I was going to apply for the insurance, I was in my mind thinking, well, if you take the money that you from a business, because they were going to tax me for as a 32% employment tax. I mean, that was a gross income tax from selling that truck. So I was going to take and do all this stuff, invest it into a business, and use it as tax write-off. When the tax accountant said to us, oh, well, you'll not only have to pay an income tax on the sale of the truck, but you'll also have to pay a tax on all the inventory that you bought, because in a dealership, they have to pay an inventory tax. So I was like, well, this ain't going to work. So, because, I mean, I had spent a lot of money. I'd have spent over 50 grand at that point. And I was like, man, this is not going to work. I don't have no money coming in, and going to have to pay taxes, gross income tax on top of the sale, and on top of everything that I bought. And I'd bought over $20,000 in inventory. And so you're looking at paying taxes on 70 grand, and I didn't have that. So I immediately was like, well, I got to get back on the road. So and I made that decision at the end of last year. And that's when I started hunting down another truck.
So in layman's terms, that was a lot of information to be thrown out like that. But Stephen, the whole plan was for Stephen.
A lot of information. There's many informations inside this skull of mine. See, look.
So
that's, you know what that is? When you get receded hairline, that's a sign of lots of information.
One thing is, I don't think it's necessary, but I'm asking, should I tell them at least one way I attacked?
No,
No,
we
that's
don't need
not
to discuss
necessary.
that. We don't need to discuss that.
So yeah, well, as you can see, we did get AJ back. So I think we got him back in what, July?
July 31, which was
We got
Mommy's.
him back in July. So
That was my birthday present. That was my birthday's July 31.
hello from Sweden.
Oh, hey
Nice
there.
video. God bless you. Well,
Oh,
thank you. We
well, hey,
appreciate
thank
that.
you for the live chat. Thank you. That's nice. Hello. So the whole idea, AJ has had 10 months where he was institutionalized. 10 months where he did not live with
boy,
us.
he learned a lot of garbage language. You know,
So
he come home sound like he was a teenager from off the streets.
So we needed a plan so where Daddy could be home with him being an over-the-road truck driver all these years. He's been in and out off the road, and it's made it difficult to have a stable family life. AJ needed his daddy at home. And so Stephen made the sacrifice that Stephen felt led by the Holy Spirit. Praise the Lord. Praise Jesus Christ. Stephen felt led by the Holy Spirit to sell the truck. We sold the truck first, and then a month later, we sold the trailer. So we sold the truck and the trailer, which, again, they were both paid for. So, and that's a really big deal.
Not paid for anymore.
And so,
speaking of which, for those of you, I interrupted. Excuse me. But hey, I got good news. I went out to check the AP unit, and I thought, well, let me change the fuel filters on it first. And it's cranked right up. So, hey, Bob, it's not the generator. It was just the fuel filter. So that's major savings. And, the rest of you that have been keeping up, my butt has been hurting since day one because of them cheap $20, beautiful-looking Volkswagen Rabbit seats. I mean, they look great, and they match the interior and everything. But, man, my butt's been hurting from day one. And I'm telling you what, my butt's been hurting. So anyway.
That's TMI, Stephen.
No, it ain't TMI.
It is TMI.
Look, when you're a truck driver, one of the number one things they'll before you get hired from somebody is if you got any back issues or if you have any issues with sitting long distances at a time. And because that is a requirement of driving a semi-truck, duh. Well, when you have a seat that is from a Volkswagen Rabbit, it ain't gonna work because I guarantee you, I've been sitting on one for 12,000 miles and my butt hurts. So I got some seats coming today that they're plush out of a van. And I know a lot of you. Hold on, I know a lot of you. That isn't it supposed to have specialized seats? The only part that's specialized is the air ride, and you can replace the seat itself. All you have to have is the air ride system below. And so as long as it mounts to the slide racks, you're good to go. And so yeah, I'm gonna get some new seats today I gotta leave here at 12:30. So I'm gonna get them installed and save my butt.
And this is a joke.
So I got some good news. I got an AP unit and it's running, and my butt's gonna get saved.
I think this is a joke for him. One bunny, because they're chocolate bunnies, don't have ears, and one has no butt. And so one says, "My butt hurts," and the other one, "What? My butt hurts. What? Get it?"
I don't see how it could hurt. It was completely gone.
Okay.
Who ate the butt anyway? Was it you? You butt eater.
Okay, so the whole idea was the original plan, if I may get back to what I was saying before I was
maybe AJ will be driving
interrupted.
a truck when he gets older. You have a nice rig, but you need a better seat. I agree.
Oh, wow. We appreciate the comments. Thank you.
The seats that I'm getting are light gray and dark gray, so they're not going to match my red interior. It would have went with the old setup. because it was gray, which Bob would be like, ha ha ha. But anyway, because he liked the gray stuff.
You're talking about the man that sold you the truck.
Bob, the original owner. So, but I don't care if that's the thing about semi trucks. The seats very rarely match the interior because most everybody buys aftermarket seats, and they usually only buy one in the driver's side, and it doesn't match anything. So it's pretty common in a semi truck. It
is nice, very nice to be receiving live chat. So thank you for that. Now, Stephen, may I please get back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted? Okay.
I give you.
So what I want to say is that, what's that? What are you doing?
This is giving you some time.
So the whole idea was to have Stephen working from home. That was the whole idea, because AJ needed his father at home.
Well, we've been on for 16 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
And obviously we went and bought the motorcycles. And as Stephen mentioned, we attempted to set up a business. We never did get the new garage built. We were hoping, and I guess it's just as well that we didn't, it's just as well that we didn't get the new garage built because we just didn't. We needed the money for other things. But the Lord knew. And so the original intent was to have a business at home. And Stephen was home for one whole calendar year for a whole 12 months. And considering he's been a truck driver all these years, it was very interesting to have the dynamics between these two when they've been separated for so long. And then it was in January.
Yeah. How many? I've been in 29 years now.
Then it was in January that Stephen said to me right after Christmas, he said, well, the money's running out.
Don't worry about it. It's not the problem.
And so
I interrupt her all the time.
And that it was my fault you were interrupted. Sorry. No.
See what I mean?
Anyhow.
Appreciate it though. Thanks for taking responsibility.
Okay, stop.
So anyway, let Mom talk.
So the whole
Mom
idea.
can't talk with other people talking. Go ahead, Mom.
So we wanted. So Stephen came to me and he said, because we had been living on the sale of the truck and trailer. Those are big ticket items. Those are very big ticket items to sell a semi and flatbed. Although Stephen took less than what they could have been sold for if we had gotten a full value for them. But took a loss on them for sure. We took a loss on them. And so we had been living on the sale of the truck and trailer, and then we bought the motorcycles, and we bought the RV for the office, and we bought a storage container, and we weren't on a senseless spending spree. It was not a senseless spending spree, but we were on a spending spree regardless, but it wasn't senseless. We were buying things that we felt like we needed to acquire for our business. And then in January, he says, well, we realize that the money is running out and this motorcycle thing is not going to be up and running. So I need to do what I know how to do best, and that is to drive a truck. So, anyhow, we spent a couple of months in the early winter of January and February figuring out how to buy a truck and trailer. And so now we're back into debt with that. We had a pay for truck and trailer, but now we're back into debt with that. And
all right, I've been in debt since day one. So,
so anyhow,
okay, AJ,
we morphed.
Very good show.
We morphed. We kind of morphed. We started out with doing the whole motorcycle thing. So we morphed from doing the motorcycle to back into. If you had said a year ago. Now remember, this is the day that we uploaded our very first video a year ago.
What AJ?
And so if you had asked,
heard it edgewise. Anyway, go ahead.
So if you had asked,
Ruthie's gonna give us karate chops.
with
her eyes.
If you had asked us a year ago about Stephen being back in another truck, we would have been just kind of like, no, we sold the truck and we sold the trailer and we're done with trucking. We have the motorcycles now. But we could not have foreseen into the future. I mean, who can, right? We could not have foreseen into the future that we would be back with the trucking. So
here we are, back into trucking. Very good, Ruthie B. You explained it really well. Quit giving me the evil eye. But anyway, AJ's got a question.
Well, for you, the one that said I could be one that drives someday. Well, check out my hat.
It's mirror image. They can't see it. It's mirror image.
It says Truck Town, and it's out of Colby, Kansas. And when I had the Pete, I'd always stop by there and get chrome. And in fact, I still have about $2,400 worth of lights, LED lights that I got from them for $1 a piece, and them things are $24 a piece. And I haven't used them yet. One of these days, I don't want to hook them up because the more lights you have, the more you have to pay attention to. So and keep operating. And this truck here, Bob's got it covered in lights. And in fact, I got when I came in yesterday, the tree ripped one off. So I got or the day before yesterday, I ripped one off and I got it fixed. So
my MRT1, you have been the one that has been giving us live chat, and so we really appreciate that. I don't think I ever got your first and last name. Could you type in the comments? Can you please type your first and last name in the comments, please, so that I can make sure that I know that. It's pretty exciting to get live chat from Sweden, and we're here in the United States.
Sweden.
Yeah. So we,
I hear they got good chocolate over there.
And give us a like. We don't have any likes yet. We got 2 people watching, and we don't have any likes yet. So maybe the 2 people watching don't like us yet. So
there's only 1 person watching.
No, we got 2. It says 2 people are watching.
Oh, well, the other one's silent.
Yeah, I don't know whoever else is watching. Make a comment so we know who you are.
That's all right. You can stay silent. You can be incognito.
So we're not, we're not like the Goon Squad or people who have like thousands watching live at the same time.
No,
so
we're not as entertaining as those people. But it sure would be nice to spend the money the Goon Squad spends. Wow, the money they spend, it's
like out of whack.
Not out of whack.
Oh, thank you for following me on Instagram. It was really great following Steven on his long trip. Wow, that was a nice hat, AJ. Okay, wow.
What was the first?
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I can visualize who he is. Yeah, he's the one that, yes, Mr. Thorne. Yeah, now I can I know who he is.
What was it?
I never associated his, my fault. I never associated, your name of your YouTube channel with your Instagram. Now I know who you are. Yes. Now I know he follows all of us.
What was the first thing Dad did when he
I know who you are now.
What?
Sell the truck.
Well, no, when I got home the day before yesterday, what was the first thing I did?
Get on the motorcycle.
Yeah, I had to get on the bike, man.
Oh, look, he's got a smiley face. Let's hear you pronounce my name. Okay. Well, the way I would pronounce it, I do know who you are now. I just never recognized. It's okay. It's okay. To me, it looks like Per Thorne.
That's what it looks like to me.
It looks like Per Thorne.
Yeah, looks like Per Thorne.
So are we saying it right? It looks like Per Thorne, but I never associated
Sounds
your
like
channel
something
name.
You don't want to get stuck by.
He did not do that. But yes, he follows all of us. He follows all 4 of our Instagram accounts. Mr. Thorne does. I just never associated your channel name with you on Instagram. Oh, he says that's right. So we pronounced it correctly. Look, we got a thumbs up. We got a thumbs up. So okay, so Mr. Per Thorne, can you give us a like? We don't have any likes yet. Can you hit that like button, please? So we're gonna look for that. But okay, so we're saying that right, Per Thorne. And that's exciting. So what time is it in Sweden right now? It is 11 o'clock a.m. It's 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay, well, this has been going on for 25 minutes. We might want to sew it up. Okay, anything else you want to add to this?
Oh, look, no problemo. Great job. It's fun. It's fun reading his
Anything else
text.
you want to add to this 1 year anniversary? Hey, let me just say that learning how to do videos for YouTube
It's not easy.
Was a big job. And so in this year of doing YouTube, we had to learn a lot, and we're still learning. But I have personally learned that to do live videos is pretty easy because all you do is push the button and there's no editing. That's awesome. But like the videos that are uploads from the road, I don't hardly ever edit them at all. I record them and upload them, and I love that. But there's been times Ruthie B has spent 8-10 hours editing, and when I first started doing the editing, and I spent that kind of time editing too, and we have several editors that we have, and some of them that I really like, and they really help us out, help me out, and I really like them. I haven't really done any editing lately because we really haven't had any content to edit. I'm out working on a truck today, but I have to go get my seats from up north that are about 70 miles away. So, I got the APU running, so that would have been nice content. But I ordered a chest strap and a headband strap for my phone because my phone is actually better than GoPro for recording and uploading. Mostly the uploading. It makes it a lot easier. And so I ordered that so I can get more content for you guys to see when I'm on the road and I'm crawling up and down off of loads and tarping and all that stuff. I know that's kind of interesting for those of you who want to know what a flatbed truck driver goes through. That load that I had that last time you seen, it took me 4 hours and it was in the wind. And I don't know if you know, but trying to fold a 100-pound tarp that's 20 foot long and 18 foot wide in the wind is not a lot of fun, especially when the winds are 30 and 40 and 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Freaking tarp can get picked up and take you with it.
Yeah, tell them that story. Tell them that story.
Oh, when I first started driving professionally back in '92, I was driving a covered wagon, and I had a load that went out to Amarillo. And when I got there, the wind was just ferocious. And the guy says, "Oh yeah, we'll take the load. Go out there and get it untarped." Well, I'll get it off there for you. So I went out there and started untarping, and I took all the bungees off the one side. The wind caught that tarp, and I grabbed a hold of it, and it took me up about 10 feet and brought me down, slammed me down on the ground, and I wouldn't let it go, and it took me up and brought me back down and slammed me again, and the third time I let it go. I said, I'll never do that again. I learned my lesson. Anytime you're messing around with a tarp in the wind, never take all the straps off of it. Because if you do, that wind catch it, and you're gone. The tarp is gone or you're gone. I was like 150 pounds at the time, a little bitty guy. And it was just slamming me. I was flying all over the place. Of course, you can imagine a kite in the sky is only about 4 foot wide, and that thing will drag you along. Imagine a tarp. Man, gotta be careful with them tarps.
Yeah, so you went flying. Well, Mr. Perthorn says it's 6 p.m. So that means that there's seven hours ahead of us.
And Daddy just farted.
Excuse me.
You didn't have to say that.
It just slipped out.
So it's 7.
And it smells like strawberries.
Oh my gosh! Do you guys still have that?
With cream on top.
Oh, hey, he's asking about our F-350. Do you guys still have that F-350? That's a nice truck. Oh, he's laughing at your fart.
Yes, sir. We still have it. Last winter, we were doing a video on a cold start, and it was like below 7. It was 7 below, right? And I didn't tell Ruthie or warn her or anything, but it has those plastic steps on the side, and Ruthie stuck her foot through it. I have to fix that. other than that, yeah, I took it out and took it to town yesterday. I enjoy it. It's a really nice truck. It's a nice ride. It's comfortable. It's only has 170,000 miles on it. If you know anything about diesel motors, that's nothing. And yeah, we still have it. I really like it.
Thanks for asking about it.
Yeah.
He's been following. Mr. Thorne has.
I got about 10 grand wrapped up in it.
And I apologize. I just never associated your YouTube channel name with your Instagram. I just never made that connection. So I do now. He's been following us for a very long time.
Yeah, I recognize it.
So thank you. And he gave us a like. So we've got 2 people watching, and I don't know who the other person is, but he gave us a like. So thank you for that,
Mr. Porthorn.
No.
What do you think of my game gear? It's a Sega handheld portable video game console.
Yeah, this thing is tattooed on his brain. That's the only thing you can think about.
How did you find us? With you being in Sweden, how did you find us here? I'm just curious. You've been following us for a very long time. So
well, I know that when you
hey, I know you guys remember the Happy Dance video where I had lost 40 pounds and but I have a lying, cheating scale. It tells you that I weigh 300 pounds one day and that I weigh 167 the next day. Well, guess what? When I got home, I got right on that scale that told me I weighed 200 pounds, which I believe is a lying, cheating scale too. But anyway, it turns out I only lost 20 pounds and not 40 pounds. So I still got work to do because
you're messing with the lighting.
I know, but it had me turning. Look at how white I am.
Well, look how white I am. I'm like really white.
But anyway, so yeah, I only lost 20, not 40. So I take back half of that Happy Dance.
So he didn't. He was disappointed that he didn't. He says that's a nice game, AJ. So he didn't lose the 40 pounds. He lost 20 pounds.
Yeah, this is the game. Yeah. I have NFL All-Star Hockey Olympics, but this is the one that
I thought I really lost 40 pounds, so much so that I turned on the 80s music and danced for like 2 hours before I went to bed the other night.
You danced for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You danced for 2 hours.
2 hours listening to that new group that I got, the HRI group. Yeah, because they play all the 80s stuff. Yeah, I danced for 2 hours.
And then not only that,
Ruthie's like,
ain't no way I could dance for 5 seconds.
that's
so yeah, I could dance. You could ask anybody that knows me from the past. That was one of my favorite things, was going out
to the disco.
I'd go out Friday nights and I didn't drink because I'd turn into a crazy man when I drank. So I would have coffee and dance.
He was going to the disco.
And I danced so much that I would wear the girls out. They would take turns dancing with me. Yep.
Well, we've been married 18 years and I haven't seen that side of you.
Well, that's all you gotta do is get up and boogie.
Hey, one thing is that actually this is just the console, but this cartridge I just showed you right here, I have NFL All-Star Hockey, and then the Olympics, but that one is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. My favorite game is Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
All right, well,
okay, we've been going for 34, so and we've had such a great interaction. Oh, wait a second. Let's see. I don't remember what video it was that made me find you all. Was a while ago. I think it was a video of Ruth singing. Oh, you may dance, but I can sing.
Yeah, Ruth B can sing.
That'll be another video. You may
just
dance.
Keep your distance a little bit.
You may be
Ruthie's got some horns now.
Yeah, ridiculously.
So you may dance, but I can sing. So I guess that makes us a great combination between dancing.
Well,
and
you got to dance when your butt hurts because you can't sit down, right? So.
Oh! Well, we're 35 minutes into our rattling here, so
yeah. So we're gonna rattle on. And I got to get outside. My AP unit's running, and I need to get ready to go get my new seats. And so plus I got to fix some oil leaks, and plus I got a tree in the backyard I got to get cut down, which isn't half as big as I thought it was. So that's a plus. So, and you know what? It's Memorial Weekend, right?
Yes.
Happy Memorial Weekend to everybody. This is
Thursday.
This is Thursday. I was going to say enjoy your Friday. But enjoy your Thursday.
Yeah. And then Monday for the United States of America, you have a lovely voice. Why, thank you. And Steve can dance. Well, thank you. So
I did a Wyoming song the other day, didn't I? Wasn't that any good?
So Monday.
What did you call me? Truck driving
cowboy, the original trucking cowboy or something. But Monday in the United States is Memorial Day, so that's what Stephen's referring to.
My dad was a professional country western singer for 32 years. But he's a blind old man now and just taking it easy up on the mountain out there in California.
Oh, and before we go, I want to give out a shout out to Drew Lowe. Drew Lowe has watched every one of our videos, and I just want to say, and he follows us on 2 YouTube channels, but at 242 Auto Works. So Drew Lowe, and of course I know that Mr. Perthorn has watched a lot of them.
Perthorn. I wasn't trying to make it funny. But
well, you did try to make a joke out of it, saying it sounded like you were going to get stung, something to get stung on.
No, I said poked by.
Poked by a thorn? Okay.
So I guess when we see him.
I want to get poked by Mr. Perthorn.
Oh. So I guess if you ever see him, then don't get near him or you'll be hurting.
So Drew Lowe at 242 Auto Works, he has watched every one of our videos and makes a comment every time. And of course, we thank you too, Mr. Perthorn. So
we said we were going to leave 6 minutes ago.
6 minutes. So, all right. So we are saying goodbye. It's 37 minutes into this live feed. And so
thanks for watching.
Big Belly Rebuilds and Trucking.
Oh, see, I told you. We didn't rehearse for this. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Big Belly Rebuilds and Trucking.
Peace. Bye.
Happy birthday. Whatever that means.